Hi, everyone, and welcome to At Home with Cynthia Maria. Been a while, but we're back at it. We're working at it.
Oh,
We're
I
like
missed you.
we're like a work in progress. We talk about doing a show.
So in my life.
One of us gets busy. Life steps in. God says, "Not happening today." So we kind of follow that, uh,
Yeah,
particularly. So today's show is not going to be as long because we both have things that are going on
we have
currently
a life.
in our day. Uh, so number one thing. Oh my gosh, if any of you out there have an IR camera or have the ability through your camera IR, I forget
Mhm.
what that IR is for, but I it just slips my mind. It's Sunday. Things slip my mind on Sunday. So if you have an iPhone, take your iPhone, okay, and turn off all the lights. It's at
Turn
night
off.
or in a
Okay.
dark place, and have someone else video you while you're holding your phone up to you. And if it flashes on your phone, they'll see it through the IR camera as they're taping or as they're looking through the video cam. Or if you have an iPhone or if you have a phone, a cell phone that has IR capability, use that. But as the other person is sitting there holding their iPhone and looking at it, it doesn't matter if you're on video or whatever. Just normally hold your phone up to you like you're going to do something. Don't do anything on it, but uh, just to be on it, holding it up to your face like this, like something like this. You'd be sitting there looking at your phone, okay, where your camera is, right? And you won't see it, but the IR camera will see it. And what's going to happen is you're going to see these flashes coming from your phone. That is Apple taking pictures of you every 5 seconds.
No.
Yep, yep. I will post the video. I will post the YouTube video in the comments or down below. Okay. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and ring that bell. Where's
And
my bell?
and listen,
Where?
the mommy and me, okay?
Ding,
Because
ding, 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 ding.
I'm a
Okay.
mom. Ding, ding,
Yes.
ding. Go to Zenny Market, ZENNYMARKET.com. And this is my son's design. It's on my cell phone.
Very
And this is
awesome.
one of his designs. And you can get it in posters, you can get it in framed art, you can get it in t-shirts and on canvases and on metal and on bags and actually cell phones, Android or iPhones. So
Yeah.
this is his design
Awesome.
and I love it. And it's strong and it's cool and it's my
Yeah.
baby.
It's
So
awesome.
yeah,
It's
my
very cool.
26-year-old baby, but still my baby.
Excellent. 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 So, and then I've got a new first face page. I'm telling you, I have no mind on Sunday. No mind
No, I
on
know, I
Sunday.
don't either. That's why I'm dancing while you're talking.
So, uh,
This is me
I'm
sick, by the way.
I have started creating a new Facebook page for my business, Stony Acres, which covers a lot of ground, but I will be sharing
Mm.
images of some t-shirts and handbags, or not handbags, but carry bags, like you go to Aldi's and
Totes,
you need a carry bag, or you can
like
put
a
your
shopping tote.
yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, like a tote bag. Exactly.
Mhm.
And and some little girl clothes. Uh, and so, yeah, I'll be picturing all that. I'll be putting on some of our shows that teach canning. I'll be doing a lot of my jellies this winter. or this fall. Our winter starts early. So I say winter, I'm talking about like the end of October, we're getting snow
Mhm.
and below zero. So it's like going to come quick. Anyway, that's what we're doing. And that's what's happening in our world today.
Yeah, a lot's happening in our world today. So, um, I don't know, you want to start off the first topic and I'm just going to go with the flow
Sure.
because we have a lot that's going around us and
Yeah.
we're going to make a compact show. So go ahead. I'll let you start
Yeah.
off on.
Yeah.
And
We
by the
got
way,
our
we
eyes
have
on the
another
clock.
video that's going to be up very soon that we just
Yes.
completed.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. That will be coming out tomorrow morning.
Yeah. This is me and Cynthia's dance. This is what we usually do right before we start. We do what is it? The shimmy?
It's the shimmy.
Yeah,
Doing
the
the
shimmy.
shimmy. Woo, shimmy,
Mhm.
baby, shimmy. Okay.
Go ahead.
So now I want to talk about
Mhm.
skin cancer. Okay.
Yes.
Skin cancer is so I don't Maria says I look good. She's so nice and sweet. She just loves me so much. But I have these
Thank you.
I have been getting skin cancer. These little spots that are red, like here, and where's it? Here on my face. I just had Friday I went to the doctor and got them burnt off. Like they don't burn them. They use uh what's that freezing spray? Like dry ice. It's like
Hmm.
putting dry ice on your skin. And
Okay.
it burns like a right? Like a mother forker. I said forker. It's good. I'm being good today. So but yeah. So okay. The reason I think that so many young people today don't, when you talk about skin cancer, or you try to talk to your kids or your elder kids, about skin, oh, don't stay out in the sun too long because you're going to get skin cancer when you're older. Well, what did of all of us kids? So here's what's going to happen. In about 20 years, most kids in this generation, the youngest generation, like would be my great grandchildren, will not know what it's like to play outside, to be in the sun. They won't know because they're going to be on their cell phones or they're going to be on their computers or they're going to be on their gaming inside.
Yeah.
That's sad in
Yeah.
itself, and that's a whole different topic all in itself. But
When I was younger and you were younger,
yep.
not only did we play outside and climb trees, well, I was more of a tomboy. My sister was the girly girl. And um, we met our friends. We rode our bikes for hours. We made up stories. Whatever we did, it came from our imagination. And I think that's what you're trying to say. There is a lack of imagination in our society because there's a lack of parenting in our society. When you have parents who think that this thing over here is something that they want to show off to their friends that their kids know how to play with. And am I getting that? My
There you
son's
are.
just Zennymark, ZENNYMARKET.com. Anyway, but what happens is they hand this phone over to their kid and they're like, look, they can get on the app. They can press the buttons. And they think that that's just like the coolest thing.
Yeah.
There's no imagination in the kid's mind. Your brain is not benefiting from an iPhone given to a 2-year-old or a 9-year-old.
Yeah.
What's happening is the kids are regressing, and I don't care how smart they are. On some levels, there's definitely something lost today that we benefited from.
Yeah. And also, I just want to throw out there because there are some parents that are teaching their children. Good parents will put time limits on their child's phone so that they are getting outside and enjoying life.
Right.
You know, that outdoors, to breathe the air wherever you are. You know, you want to know your kids breathing clean air, but we don't always have that choice. So to be able to just get outside and see what exists outside of the house, you know, to know what a frog is, to not be afraid of a caterpillar, or, you know, to not fear life. So getting back to skin cancer, the we just kind of dip off into wherever it leads us. So one of us has to remember, how do we come back from
Slight
that?
ADD.
So it's all good. It's Sunday.
I love you.
I love you too. She looks so good in a hat. So with skin cancer, what happens is it takes a really long time to develop on your skin. So here's a thing I found online. You can go and look at it. And I'll try to remember to post this one. I'll post that on there. I'll make sure I get that on our comments thing there. But it says that the majority of sun exposure occurs, and I'm quoting from this USCFhealth.org. The majority of sun exposure occurs before age 18, and skin cancer can take 20 years or more to develop. 20 plus years to develop. So you can be, you know, like my older sister was a sun worshiper. And there's nothing wrong with worshiping the sun. Just be mindful of it. You know, they've got skin lotions now, sun protector lotions that are clear on your skin. So you don't have to worry about looking like a ghost going to the beach, you know, or just hanging out in your backyard, or have your nose looking all white like snow. You can use these you can use these.
I'm not laughing at the topic. It's something between me and Cynthia. It's just where we go. Go ahead, Cynthia, I'm listening. But you know what? It's not very funny. And there's something called, I don't know if a lot of people know this. Merkel cells are your cells, the touch. So when you touch somebody, these are your Merkel cells, right? What you're feeling.
Gotcha.
And yeah. And it's so skin cancers can start on your nose. I had a very good friend who just had Mohs surgery on her face also. Very similar to what you're saying, maybe about 2 weeks ago. And young, she's like a year older than me. I consider I'm 55. Love it.
Yeah.
Half a century, 5 years old. I'm going to be 56. Thank you very much. And so happy for that. And she was telling me that, you know, with the Mohs surgery, and I knew this from a prior marriage of mine. My ex-husband was a doctor. They keep cutting around the skin, you know, the incision, and they'll go inside and cut around until they don't see the bad cells anymore or the cancer. And then they close you up. And obviously they try to sew all the muscles together and everything so that you don't have like a depression. You know, they have to kind of make it, you know, even. But what happens is Merkel cells is another form of skin cancer like you that everybody should be aware of. Most people who get Merkel cell carcinoma are, it's very deadly. It's one of the deadliest forms of the skin cancer. And most people who get it are people who have infections, immune issues, autoimmune issues,
Well, I'm
people who, yeah,
I'm glad I'm
what?
sorry, but I'm glad you brought that up. Can you see that scar, that big scar there?
Yeah,
Uh,
that was Most
that
surgery.
that was uh, a Merkel cancer, skin cancer, and it was the kind that had feet. So
Yeah, it has not tentacles, but if you want to kind of like imagine it, it has like
yeah,
little threads coming off of it, connecting to other
right,
organs or tissue.
right. So she said she got it all, but maybe this is related to this.
Let's do a disclosure. Not a
Okay,
therapist, not a doctor, not your mother, not your father.
not your
Definitely
aunt,
not,
not your
yeah,
uncle.
not
I
your
might
aunt,
be
not
your
your
cousin.
uncle, and whoever gets offended could get, it's not for kids. So the, what,
Right.
off our
Totally. I mean,
any
yeah, not
offense
for
taken,
kids,
no
but
problem. Just move on.
yeah, right.
But yeah, we're not medical experts or
We're
anything
not
like that. We're
medical
just talking
experts.
about from
We are
our
not
experience
licensed
and on.
doctors. You know, we're just regular old folks sitting down, having a conversation and sharing
Yeah,
it with all of you good folks.
absolutely. Yep. I'm at Barnes and
And
Noble right now.
and hopefully some of these conversations we're having are sinking in to people, at least enough so to like, oh wow, I think I'll look that up. It used to be uh myself, I was never really a book person, and the reason was because I would have to go and I'd have to go and and actually look the book up, right? And then I'd have to physically turn the pages, and that's so much work, and then I'd have to read each page, right? Just
Yeah.
to find out something that I felt would be simple to find out. But now, oh my gosh, how much more easy is it to just say, wow, that's interesting. I think I'll go look that up. Bing, 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 bing.
Your own.
Yeah.
Doctors are human.
Yeah.
We say this all the time. Any kind of, you know, doctors are human and they make mistakes, and the best of the best can make
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
mistakes. I don't care how
Mm-hmm.
smart you are in life. And that goes with anything. And so you have to do your own research and kind of like, um, be an advocate, want to be, I'm not the brightest
Yeah.
light on earth, pretty smart, and I like doing my homework, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't know everything. Things I don't know, I like looking up. Find that sexy about yourself, that you have a brain and you want to utilize it, you
Mm-hmm.
know?
Yeah.
It's not all about our skin and our tans and our health and our boobs and our butt lifts and our, you
Yeah.
know, anybody can
I
do
mean,
all of that.
I
But
mean, in today's world, you know what they got commercials on now? How to remove your freaking pubic hairs.
yeah,
They're really uh it's odd for me when I see those advertisements,
yeah.
because all of my life up until probably even this last year or last 2 years, maybe the last 4 years, but I've never seen anything like that on TV ever. There was a there was a cartoon. They used to have this cartoon on TV back
Mhm.
in the, geez, I was probably third, fourth, fifth grade. And the cartoon was this middle-aged fat man, belly hanging out, grumpy guy. And on TV, every time you turned the channel, there was a commercial that was sexualized. Like, it started with perfume. And the perfume commercials, if it's a woman's perfume, it actually doesn't matter. A man's cologne or women's perfume, it's always sexualized. Beautiful woman with a beautiful man, and they're hugging and smooching, whatever they're doing. It's always about sex. What part of perfume has to do with sex? Please explain that to me. That you got to
Okay,
make this
wait,
perfume
wait,
look
wait.
sexual.
You know how you hate, I play devil's advocate, but somebody else would say, because the first part of a relationship or any kind of attraction is there's a scent that we're animals, okay?
You could also look at technology as a blessing to an extent. I see it as a blessing in a way that humans are able to communicate across around the globe, right? And so I like it for that. I don't like it when children use it as a means of bullying. It's not good. I don't like it when you walk into a school and 10 kids are around a table and they're literally texting each other around the table. Nobody's talking, just texting all around the table. And so I believe and have always felt like there is a time and a place for a cell phone or, you know, that kind of technology, but it is informative. You know, if I like, you know, if I end up in a wheelchair, I'm not gonna go wheeling over to the library because that's not who I am. Somebody else might do that, and that's great for them. That's who they are. Um, I'm gonna pick up my phone and I'm gonna look it up on my phone.
I'm wheeling over to the library, Barnes and Noble, but go ahead.
So, yeah, and I just was thinking about that. I lost myself. It must be
No,
Sunday.
you were talking about if you end up
Right.
in a wheelchair one day
Yeah.
and life happens to you.
Yeah. So I've got my phone. I can do FaceTime. I can visit my friends. I might not be able to go to their house, but I can visit with them. So I like that part of technology. It's informative. But
Or
we
if they're in
have
another country, which you have clients that
yeah,
are.
yeah. And you know, the only country I know now that China is really bad about blocking the people of China from getting their messages out to the world.
Yeah, the news.
Yeah. So, and a lot of the news on TV is hearsay or whatever. Um, Good ones that have good information, good or bad, is Newsmax, One America News, OAN.
Mhm.
Shout out to Benny and a shout out to, oh, doggone it, Glenn Beck and Blaze TV
And the Black conservative.
and the Black Conservative. Yep. Now he has taken himself off of YouTube. He's no longer on YouTube. The Black American Conservative is
Now, why is that?
I don't know. I followed him. He's on Rumble. Rumble is not YouTube. YouTube and Facebook censor. Their algorithms are set up so that if someone's talking politics, they're on it. And if you talk about COVID, you can get a strike. It depends on how you talk about COVID. If you talk about medications for COVID, you could get a warning because they don't want you talking about COVID
How
medications
about
at work.
what you shared with me the other day when you called a certain person who's a physician and you heard their message, their outgoing message, which is very interesting to me because doctors today, if how controlled our society is
Mhm.
that physicians today can definitely be put into a corner and forced to do things that they don't
Yeah.
necessarily agree with.
Oh, yeah. So like now in the state of Minnesota, thank you. In the state of Minnesota, and anyone can look this up online. Look up what bills have been passed in Minnesota recently. And what you'll find is Minnesota has hooked up with California and who else? I can't remember the other state. There's another state. But they are taking away, they're going to start shutting down nuclear plants and start forcing everybody to do the air quality thing. They're going to put green energy. See, Spirit does that to me when they don't want me to talk about something. I'm figuring that out. But it's all going to come out in the end.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a parent living in Minnesota and you want to raise your children how you want to raise them, then you better look at someplace else, like North or South Dakota, maybe South Dakota. Their governor's really cool there. They got good things happening in South Dakota. But anywhere but people are leaving Minnesota and California in droves. They want us to go green, right? They want it overnight. Want us to go green. They want us to buy these $150,000 electric vehicles. So if you live in a city or you live in town, an electric vehicle would be great. But if you live out where I live in the woods and the temperatures they get here, it's not going to happen. They're not going to start. And also things that have happened in California is that their electrical grid shuts down. Because why? Because they're going green. Because they've got their plugins for electric cars. Well, nobody can drive their cars, so government says, don't drive your car, don't turn your air conditioning on, or don't turn your heater on, because the electric grid is overloading because we don't allow gas anymore. We don't allow petroleum products to be made here anymore.
We are becoming a socialized nation, and that is just
absolutely. Absolutely.
Whatever you, wherever you are, Democrat, Republican, we're just socialists, right?
Yeah. And
you can make fun of all the other countries.
There's no party. It's a uniparty. It's a uniparty. If the Republicans were believed in themselves, like there was a thing on that's the one I want people to look at, is the one Glenn Beck video on YouTube from last night or from yesterday. It was just awesome. I mean, it says it all. This guest he had on, she used to work as a person on OAN and a reporter. Now she does her own show, but she's very, very educated in American history and history in general. And so she has all this great information. Republicans are afraid to acknowledge their religious beliefs.
Not me. I believe in Jesus.
Yeah, because they are afraid of how they'll be looked upon by the
believe in what you want.
By the Democrats, and they're afraid to arrest anybody.
Yeah, we're a sensitive society.
There are a lot about
the melting pot when we were younger.
We're in the melting pot now. Yeah, this that we're in, this is the melting pot.
You know, the reasons why people came during my parents' generations, the immigrants that came legally here. I use the word legally because it it's true.
Yeah. On
When
that, I'm
go to
sorry.
France and become a citizen, I would be
I
considered
think you
illegal if I
told,
tried living there.
I think you told me, no, this is one of the things I heard about. Thank you. One of the things this gal talked about on the Glenn Beck show last night was Ellis Island. Ellis Island was there, and all those names are there because that's where they made immigrants come in.
Yeah.
Like you didn't just take a boat and get in. You had to go to Ellis Island, and they decided if
They
you're coming
decided
in or
if you
not.
could get on that boat and come in.
Yeah. If you're coming in because you want to
different.
start a new life and you want to work
Quite
and
different.
contribute to the country and to your life and to your children's lives, great.
Yeah.
If you don't have a disease like they were checking people for tuberculosis. If you had
Not
tuberculosis,
us. We're
you
bringing
didn't come
diseases in
in.
the country, and we're welcoming it. We're saying, hey, wait
Yeah.
a second.
Yeah.
You hate Americans? Woo, got to get that.
Yeah.
Like them. Great. Yeah.
Yep.
You hate Americans? You have diseases? Welcome. Come in the country.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're a thug. You're trying to, and I've said this before. I don't want to say goddamn, because sorry, God, but hell yeah, you don't like police. Get the fuck out of here if you want a nation that's not policed, and go to your country and be
Mhm.
animals.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact is, Cynthia and I are extremely pro police. We've always have been through our pattern of speaking. This is not like a one-time thing. There are corrupt cops, yes. So few, like droplets of corrupt ones. And the majority of them are good and put their lives on the line. And I've said it before, you take a gun, you take a knife, you threaten a cop's life. What makes you think you have the right to do that? And what makes you think they don't have a right to defend themselves? They've
Yeah.
got families, they've got wives, they've got husbands, they have a life. You don't have a right to take that life from them.
Yep.
Okay. But
Yep.
that being said, at some point, we have to have a safe house. We have to have a wall. Why do we have to have a wall? Because if Jimmy Contopoulos, I just made that name up. Hopefully there's no Contopoulos out there, or Metopoulos, or we'll use the Greeks because everybody else is so
fictitious name.
sensitive. Okay, it does not matter what your
Right.
name is. I don't
Right.
care if you're Greek, if you're Italian, if you're
Yep.
Israeli, you don't belong in this country. If you don't have a fingerprint, if you don't have blood drawn, if we can't find you, if I go out and I commit a crime and I do heinous things in this country, guess what? Lock me the fuck up. And that's what's going to happen to you. Okay? You don't have a right to roll into this country with somebody else's kid you can't even identify, and then just say, hey, you know what? You have no blood drawn on me. You have no fingerprints. I go commit a crime. Go fucking find me.
Yeah.
Not really right?
Yeah.
So what you want to do is you want to build a wall around the United States. And you want guys with nice big machine guns who are standing against that wall and saying, hey, you, what do you want to do in this country? Oh, you're running? Somebody's like scaring you? Great. Whose kid is that? Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to sit you down with these police guys or whatever they are, military, and they're going to ask you a couple of questions. But the first thing we're going to do before we ask you those questions, because you came into a United States safe house that's around our borders, we're going to sit you down, we're going to fingerprint you. And guess what? All US citizens have a social security. So guess what you get? You get a number. Okay, what's your story? Okay, can you give us a statement? Oh, you can't write? We'll write the statement for you. Hey, we're even recording this. Now we got you on video. Whose kid is that? We take the kids' fingerprints. We take the kids. We're going to put you in this, if we believe your story, after being held somewhere until they figure out who you are before you come in our country. We're going to let you in the country now, let's say. We're going to put you in housing, okay? We're going to keep you there for 5 years, give you child care. We're going to give you medical care, and we're going to get you job training. at the end of that, you're going to be paying taxes, you're going to be contributing to America, and you're going to have a job. Because you can't come in this country and not contribute. We have veterans, we have Skid Row, we have addictions in this country, people who have true addictions, heroin. I mean, we talked about things like that in depth. So, which part?
On the record.
Oh, on the record. Yeah, on the record. Take that all out. I don't care. But here's the thing. At the end of the day, we have to say, we need to know who's coming in this country and are they going to contribute? Because we need that wonderful tax, well, the deficit to go down. We owe so much money. We're giving billions of dollars and everybody goes, oh, but that's a little country. We've got to give billions there. And that's done. Really? How do you take care of your own house when you're draining it, helping other countries with wars and their issues and their fights and everything like that? And you're not taking the veterans who, for the very rights me and Cynthia have to sit here and talk to you, the veterans who fought for that, died for it, in vain, because anything goes today. And plus, we're not allowed to say Jesus. I believe in Jesus, right? Some people don't. I'm good with it if you don't.
Right.
We're all God's children.
Yeah.
Okay. But I'm not going to stop saying I believe in Jesus because you don't. Okay. Listen, you're allowed to talk about your hot girlfriends, hot boyfriends, cars, vacations, money, but the name of God. And first of all, I see a lot of other religions talking about their God and saying the name all the time. Right? There's different names that we've given God. There's Jehovah, there's Allah, there's a lot of people who say names who they believe. I believe in Jesus. So, but at the end of the day, that's what makes America America. The fact that Cynthia has the right to say, Maria, I believe this, and I can say, no, Cynthia, I don't believe that, but I believe this. That's what makes a conversation a conversation. When you can get a Democrat or Republican to sit down and have a conversation. What is wrong is when you demonize the other side and you never hear them. And I've always said, keep your enemies close. If you think somebody's your enemy, keep them close because you want to study them, you want to know them, you want to know what their next move is, because that's how you know how we're going to keep America safe. That's what Trump can do. You know that, Cynthia. He has no fear. You think I want military to have fear? You're going to get somebody in the military to go out and fight for your life who has fear? No, you need somebody fearless. You want a president who's fearless, because if somebody's afraid, how are they going to protect us?
Right. So
if they shy away from it, how?
So on that note, I've got to get going in my day. So, and
I'm
anyway,
so glad.
we had
That's all
this
I'm
time
saying. Together. Tug. That really shows my age, though, right? When variety shows were on, that shows my age.
But it also shows our wisdom. I never want to be as young as I was if I have to be with the family.
I wouldn't go back if you paid
or not
me.
the family, but the parents.
Never.
I don't ever want to go back to that. That was, like that was like about as much educating as I ever want.
Like nonsense.
Yeah. So, but some people do. It's all good. Whatever floats your boat, right? Anyway, I gotta hit it. So I will close this out. Don't forget to don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and where the heck is my bell? My bell.
She disappeared.
Bell. Ding, 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 ding. Don't forget to ring the bell.
No, I didn't see the bell. I saw
you didn't see the bell?
Now
bell,
do it.
Bell. Ding, 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 ding.
She's the girl.
Go ring that bell.
Ring that bell. Oh my God, that song. I can't sing for my life, but you know, you can ring my bell. I love that song.
Oh, yeah. I just can't grab the melody. But yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
That's how you know how old I am. I'm like, we were dancing
Well,
to
you
that
know,
at our church
uh,
dances.
I was an old hippie.
I was not
So
an old hippie. I
I'm
was
an
a
old
privileged
hippie.
little brat climbing trees and getting into trouble.
Yep. See, now if we
And
were
look at what good
neighbors, I'd
friends
be
we are.
coming, I'd be running away over to your house. So Ma, I'm going over to Maria's. I don't think I'm coming home.
Oh my God, can you imagine if we met when we were in our 20s? What trouble that would be.
Well, yeah, I would be a
Yeah.
horrible influence. It wouldn't have been good. No, it would have had, we have to meet in a different lifetime.
I'd be like, Cynthia, no, come up the tree with
I'd be
me.
like, go fork yourself. I'm going to go do this.
I told you I had a friend who said to me, every time we got in trouble, it was your idea. I was like,
I
sorry.
had a friend do that to me, and I got home. My mom's waiting for me outside, slaps the living shit out of me, and says to me, "Did you say fork you to Billy?"
Did
And
you say
I
what?
fork you without the R to Billy. Let's see, I was in 5th grade. And I'm crying because she just slapped the crap out of me. And then
Answer me, girl.
and now I'm worried that I'm going to get an ass whooping. And so I said, no, I would never, I don't never say that word. And I didn't. I never said that. I didn't start saying that word until I was
Billy
in my
lied.
20s.
A boy lied back in the 5th grade.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't
You
believe
lied
that.
all the time, them little lying bastards.
Boys, those
Okay.
damn boys.
I'm out. I got to go.
Bye.
Okay.
Go.
Click, like, share, subscribe,
And
ring the
subscribe.
bell. Ding-a-ling-ling-ling-ling. And I'll catch you next
Send
time.
me this video.
Yes, I will do that. Okay. Important messages on here today. So do your research.
Yeah.
Bye for now. Adios, amigos. Abiento means I'll see you soon, or I'll see you later, or I'll talk to you
Yasu.
later. Abiento.
Yasu. Kalinita.
Meli Kaliki Maka.
Kalimera.
Meli Kaliki Maka means Merry Christmas.
It's Halloween.
Meli Kaliki Maka. Way to say.
Didn't Elvis sing that?
He might have, yeah,
He did.
in one of his Hawaiian video or movies.
Yeah, I think so. I love Elvis.
Yep,
What a hottie.
he was the king. Okay, I'm out. Quit. I got 25 minutes now.
She keeps saying she's leaving, but she's here.
I'm leaving. Okay, I'm stopping recording. Bye for now. Talk soon. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Have a great week, and God
Absolutely.
bless. And God
Don't be
bless
naughty.
you, and God bless America. Stay safe out there, and
Yep.
keep your nose to the grindstone. Keep your ear in tune.
Mhm.
Okay.
And like, share, and subscribe.
Yes.
Because, you know,
And ring that bell.
even though we're Republicans and you get pissed off at us.
Well, I don't know if I'm a Republican.
I know you're
think-
an independent. I'm a Republican.
I think I'm completely independent because I can't stand the Republicans because all they do is talk out their ass, and I
Can I
can't
just
stand
Tell
the
you something?
demon rats.
I don't know if you'll give me these 2 seconds, but I'm going to tell you something. Remember the post I told you about that I posted to Facebook? And then the response I got from somebody I know very well.
Yeah.
Kind of blood related.
Yeah.
Can I read it?
I don't know if I would, but
I don't have to say who sent it. I don't use a name.
is it long?
No. Come on. let me have fun with this because
Go ahead.
let me, I'm getting on my Facebook. Oh, there's my Facebook. Okay, hold on. Um, hold on. La 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 la.
Musical interlude. A musical interlude. There we go. I had to search the word.
Here.
Here we go.
So I wrote. No, this is okay. Hold on. So I wrote. Hold on. I wrote.
Who did?
I wrote.
Ethan got the top dog award. Oh, I just
Your
found
baby,
out my
your grandson?
grandson just won the top dog award at school, right?
Wow.
Wow. Awesome. He's a very smart little dude.
And what does that mean? Like, what were they?
What's the top dog award mean? Something to do with school. I'll have to take a look at it here. Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what's so interesting, Cynthia? Remember, it was. You know what's so interesting? Remember, it was the Donald Trump interview. That's so interesting. That is so interesting. Cynthia, do you remember? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to, because you know what? I can't find it. Do you
Oh.
remember? I have the interview, the Donald Trump, and usually you go to comments. Do you know my comments are gone?
Oh, wow. That's Facebook censoring you.
That's crazy.
But that's,
You think
but that,
so?
yeah, absolutely. Facebook has set up algorithms that there are certain words and certain statements. If a person is making those words or saying those words or making those statements on Facebook or YouTube, they will censor you. They will remove it. And then they can
I've
tell you it's a
never.
part of their community rules.
Seriously, you said that before
Yeah.
in the middle of our podcast, and I just didn't think it was that. I didn't think that it was that crazy.
Yeah. But see, that's what's happening in our country today, is that our First Amendment rights for freedom of speech to speak as we will. You know, you don't have to agree with what I'm saying, but I have a right to say it without being censored. You know, and so, but that's what's happening. Government is making sure that social media businesses are shutting down people that are saying or talking about things that they don't want other people to know about. And so that's getting all busted out wide open now. Now I really need to go. Okay. So love you.
Good luck.
Adios. Bye for now. Where's my thingy bob?
I'll get the thingy bob. I'm
Record.
leaving you for good.
Okay. Have a great rest of your day.